Every day thousands of tourists come here. But while some leave absolutely thrilled, others are convinced they wasted their money. So, is this hotel really worth it? Let's find out. Welcome to Makadi Palace Hurghada. Makadi Palace is a true oriental palace in the heart of Hurghada. The hotel really looks stunning. From the very first moments, I was greeted by enchanting Arabic-style architecture and picturesque gardens filled with the aroma of blooming plants. The hotel is located right on the Red Sea coast and has its own private beach, so I'll definitely check it out and try snorkeling today. There are several pools on the property, restaurants with delicious food, and cozy spots to relax. The hotel rating is 4.0 on Google, 7.9 on Booking, and 4.2 on TripAdvisor. However, even such a popular hotel has its drawbacks, which can significantly affect your decision. Let's take a closer look at all the pros and cons so you can make the right choice. But before we begin, I want to ask you to subscribe to our channel and support this video with likes and comments. Thank you. I'll be honest with you, I didn't really like the beach at Makadi Palace Hurghada. On the one hand, it's incredibly beautiful and perfect for snorkeling lovers. Right near the shore you can spot blue-spotted rays, fish, turtles and many other sea creatures. The corals are vivid, alive, and the diversity of marine life is truly impressive. I was especially happy to find that just a 20-minute walk away there's the Fort Arabesque Reserve, a place with stunning views and fish of every color. I saw moray eels, clownfish, and many other amazing underwater creatures there. However, the beach itself turned out to be quite rocky, and without special shoes it was uncomfortable to enter the water. In some places the sea is literally filled with stones, making it difficult to access good swimming areas. The beach loungers also need renovation, as many are badly worn out. That said, for those coming to Egypt for snorkeling and coral reefs, this place is really great. Just make sure to come prepared, bring reef shoes, and a bit of patience. Your comfort will depend on what exactly you're looking for, an amazing underwater world or new comfy loungers. Friends, if you've already stayed at Makadi Palace, write in the comments what you liked and didn't like, I'd love to discuss. If the underwater world is impressive, the atmosphere on land is no less captivating. The hotel grounds feel like something from an oriental fairy tale. The grounds of Makadi Palace Hurghada left a strong impression on me. The resort looks magical. Beautiful buildings, well-kept paths, and lots of bright, fragrant plants. In the evening, the hotel transforms completely. The atmosphere becomes truly magical, and you just want to walk around and enjoy it. I really like the pedestrian path that connects the hotel with other resorts and leads to the convenient Makadi Mall. The pools on site are good, but the water was rather cold, and every second lounger was missing a cushion for some reason. The hotel is quiet and peaceful, perfect for a relaxing stay. The main downside for me was the mosquitoes at sunrise, so it's better to bring repellent spray. Wi-Fi, like everywhere in Egypt, is very poor, and you have to pay extra for decent access. Luckily, I bought a SIM card at the airport in advance and used the internet freely throughout the hotel. The gym turned out to be paid €6 per day. Prices in the souvenir shops are clearly overpriced, so it's better to head to the local market and shop there. But despite all this, the hotel is truly worth its money, as the impressive grounds and relaxing atmosphere create a sense of peace and comfort. Wandering around such an atmospheric property, you'll eventually want to try one of the restaurants, and trust me, there's a lot to say. The food at Makadi Palace left me with a generally positive impression, but not without some downsides. The food was very tasty, and in some restaurants, absolutely delightful. I especially enjoyed the a la carte restaurants, particularly the Thai one, where everything was truly flavorful and high quality. There are several restaurants to choose from, which adds variety. However, the buffet restaurant felt quite limited in options. After a few days, the menu started to feel repetitive, and I would have liked a greater assortment. That's probably the main thing that needs improvement. The quality of the drinks really disappointed me. Both alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks tasted artificial. The cocktails didn't seem natural, and the wine tasted like it was watered down. The service in the restaurants was polite and quick, which is a big plus. If you ignore the drinks and limited selection, dining here can still be a pleasant experience, especially if you book themed dinners in advance. After a hearty meal, you want to return to a cozy, comfortable room, but here's what I found. My room at Makadi Palace was truly spacious and decorated in luxurious Arabic style. I especially liked the large, comfortable bed, perfect for relaxing after a hot day. The room had a cute little balcony, a great place for morning coffee, although sadly there was no kettle or coffee machine. Overall, the room looked beautiful but was clearly in need of renovation. The furniture and decor had lost their freshness. The towels were dirty and worn out. The water pressure in the shower was very weak, and after 10 p.m., the hot water disappeared altogether. This really spoiled the experience. Another unpleasant issue was the lack of Wi-Fi not only in the room, but anywhere outside the lobby. Early check-in was paid, and we were charged the full daily rate, which was unexpected. Despite the flaws, the room size was truly impressive, with plenty of space and a relaxing vibe. If the issues were fixed, the overall impression would be much better. Yes, the room had its drawbacks, but what really surprised me was the attitude of the staff. The staff at Makadi Palace left a generally very good impression. Almost every employee I interacted with was genuinely friendly and willing to help without expecting tips, which was especially nice. Service on the beach was pleasant, attentive, discreet, everything done on time and with a smile. In the restaurants and at reception, the staff behaved professionally and tried to create a comfortable atmosphere. I particularly remember a few staff members who really went the extra mile to make the stay enjoyable. However, there were also moments when we were directly or subtly asked for tips, and that slightly spoiled the overall impression. Still, you want help to come from the heart, not for money. Otherwise, the staff worked well and in sync. It's clear the hotel is trying to maintain a high level of service. In the end, I was satisfied with the service and the attitude towards guests. The entertainment at Makadi Palace gave me mixed feelings. On one hand, the animation team is truly great. They're friendly, energetic, and try to create a fun atmosphere. The evenings were often enjoyable, especially if you don't expect anything grand. However, the evening shows often left much to be desired. Boring, poorly organized, and repetitive. Daytime activities almost never started on time, which was a bit frustrating. Makadi Palace in Hurghada is a hotel with a strong oriental charm and an amazing territory that really immerses you in a fairy tale atmosphere. You'll find an incredible underwater world here, especially if you love snorkeling, but beach comfort is lacking. The grounds are well kept and visually impressive, especially in the evening, but you'll need to pay extra for things like Wi-Fi and the gym. The food is generally pleasant, especially in the a la carte restaurants, but the buffet is repetitive and the drinks are low quality. The rooms are spacious but outdated and in need of renovation, with small issues like weak water pressure and no kettle reducing comfort. The staff is friendly, though sometimes a bit too suggestive about tips. The animation team is enthusiastic, but evening shows don't always live up to expectations. Overall, this hotel is for those who value atmosphere, beautiful surroundings, and underwater adventures, but who are also willing to overlook outdated service and some inconveniences. Friends, the final choice is always yours, and only you can decide whether this hotel is worth visiting. While you think about it, I recommend checking out our other videos about Egyptian hotels. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you won't miss our new reviews. That's it for me. See you next time in a new hotel.